a nice tall spine. Start rooting down into the sit bones, lengthening up through the crown. Let the shoulders sink down and back. Let them sink a little more. Close your eyes. On the inhale, see if you can find more length in the spine. Letting this prana, this life force fill your entire being, expanding your body. And on the exhale, grow visibly softer through the face, the shoulders. See how long you can hold on to each breath. So when we stop the chatter of the mind, we come into this moment. We create space for the unmanifest, the parts of us that you can't see. So the essence of what we are is unmanifest, right? But for some reason, we spend most of our time thinking about, talking about the little part of us you can see, the image, the external. We're going to dedicate this hour to going inward. We spend enough time thinking about that persona, the face you show to the world. See if you can take your gaze inward. Imagine, instead of the eyes peering out to see, imagine looking inside, looking down at your heart space. And committing to using every breath to soften just a little bit more. Notice how the more you soften, the more you can stay in that space of looking at everything through that heart space, through the lens of the heart, instead of the mind. So see if you can use your focus and awareness to not miss one opportunity for the next hour, to let every single breath be an opportunity to soften just a little bit more. See if you can keep this deep connection with the breath as we start to move our bodies. Actually, first bring the hands to the heart. We'll start with the eternal sound of Om, empty all the air. Inhale, fill all the way up. All right, keep that lift in your heart and length up through the crown. Drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Grow visibly softer, let the shoulders sink. Yeah, just let them sink some more. Maybe your left fingertips take a little walk out to the left. Now every single breath, a new opportunity to find length somewhere, to let this prana fill your body a little deeper, and then to soften and let go, keeping that inward gaze down into the heart space. One more chance, one more breath. Let something go here. Slowly come back to center. Inhale, lengthen up. And drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Soften. Notice how it's a continuous reminding, or else your body just wants to bring that tension back in the form of muscular tension or thoughts or worry. Maybe the right fingertips take a little stroll out to the right. And we soften in. So our tendency is just to kind of be wound up kind of tight and thinking about all the things we need to do and kind of ready for action. Slowly come back to center. Let your head just bow to your heart, opening the back of the neck. So instead of falling back into that tendency of letting our mind kind of run away with us, we're trying to make this our new default, where we can just sit and soften, where we don't feel like it's a waste of time not to be going through the list of things we need to get to today. We're just giving ourselves a little break. All right, inhale the arms up, grab your elbows, pull them up higher, soften the shoulders down. Keep the chin away from the chest a little bit, but don't crunch up the back of the neck, all right? Press the sit bones down, draw the belly in, lift the heart, reach the elbows a little higher. Don't let the shoulders come, soften them down. Lift the right elbow up a little higher. Yeah, keep your eyes closed if that feels good. Yeah, if your eyes are open, keep your gaze soft. Come back to center, lift the left elbow up. Keep the left sit bone down, soften. Slowly come back up and hinge forward. You might need to release your arms. Keep your sit bones down, let your head be heavy. See how long you can hold on to this breath. See what you can soften. Slowly come back up. Come onto the hands and knees. A nice tabletop. Fingers spread nice and wide. Start to really press down into the hands. Start to feel the strength of your arms as you shine the heart forward, creating that slight external rotation of the upper arms. Back of the neck is long, so you're looking down. Draw the belly in and up. Now reach back through the right heel. Keep your toes on the ground. Press back through the heel. Find that opening in the calf. Keep your arms straight and strong. Back of the neck long. Keep your hips in line. Feel your alignment here. As you reach back through the heel, but you don't let that hip go back with you. So you're drawing the left hip back a little to keep the hips square. Back of the neck is long. Don't let your head hang down. Neck is an extension of the spine, yeah? Now lift the right heel up off the ground. Reach the left hand forward. So flex that right foot. Point the toes down and in. Feel the hips level out. Inhale, find a little more length. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose and round your spine. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Lift your heart, look up, fill up. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Pull the belly button into the spine. Empty every last drop. See how slow you can go. See how long you can take to find that maximum extension. Take one more sip of air. See how slowly you can let that air out, manually compressing it out. One more inhale, lengthen, reach. Now reach your left arm out to the side and see if you can grab that foot. Kick up into the hand. Press down into the right hand, lift up through the heart. Maybe you start to gaze back over the shoulder. Maybe you can grab the pinky toe side of that foot and kick up one more time. Soften. Slowly release back to hands and knees. We do one really slow round of cat-cow. Drop the belly, shine the heart forward. Hold on to it. We're not in a hurry. In fact, we're kind of like the opposite of in a hurry. We're savoring each breath. Come back to that neutral spine. Find that strength and length. Reach the left heel back. Keep everything in alignment. Find that opening through the calf. Lift the left foot up, reach the right hand forward, flex the foot, toes down and in, level the hips, find a little more length on the inhale, exhale, round it out. Take your time. Your eyes are either closed or your gaze is soft. So even if they're open and you can see, you're not really trying to see anything. You're keeping that inward gaze. Down into the heart space. One more time, we'll inhale and lengthen. Reach the hand out, grab the foot, kick up into the hand. Keep pressing down into the fingers and knuckles of that hand. Maybe gazing back over the right shoulder. See what you can soften. Slowly, gently release. Really slow round to cat-cow. Take your time. Okay, now one more time. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward. And this time we'll exhale, we'll round it all the way to standing on the knees. Let your head be heavy. Roll it up, come to kneeling. Lift the heart, roll the shoulders down the back. Inhale, arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers, glue your palms together. Try to draw your arms a little closer together, straighten them out. Imagine you're rooting down to not only the knees, but the shins. They're probably not touching the ground, but just imagine you're rooting there so to take some of the weight off the knees. Reach up out of the waist, soften through the shoulders, drop your arms to the right. Press the hips out to the left. Chin is away from the chest a little bit, the back of the neck is long. Inhale, come back up. Find a little more length. Rooting to rise. Drop it to the left. Soften the shoulders, the eyes. Jaw. Slowly come back up. Bring your hands to your low back. You can point your fingers up if you like. Wrap your elbows back there a little more. Press your hips forward. Lift your heart. Find a little backward bend. Maybe you can drop the head back. That's too much on the neck. Keep the chin drawing in towards the chest. Now slowly lower your hands down. Drop the belly down. Shine the heart forward. Fill up. Look up. Exhale, round it back to child's pose. Inhale, slide out onto the belly. Hands under shoulders. Untuck your toes. We'll do 4 rolling baby cobras. Keep your elbows hugging in and reaching back towards the feet. Press into the feet. The inhale peels the heart up. Soften anywhere you can. Exhale, slowly let it out and lower down. Pressing through the feet. Maybe on the last one you start to straighten into the arms and come up a little higher. Slowly lower back down. Press it back to child's pose. And when you're ready, slowly make your way up to downward facing dog. Getting right into stillness here if you feel ready, or moving around however you like. All right, really engage those hands. Press them down. Let the head be heavy. Sink into those heels one more time. Slowly walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Shine your heart forward. Yeah. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Press into the feet. Come all the way up. Find a little backward bend at the top. We're going to start moving one breath per move. Take your time. Exhale, hands to heart. Hands down by your sides. Inhale, rise up, press down into the feet. Exhale, keep pressing into the feet. Lengthen forward, empty every last drop. Inhale, lift up halfway. Hold on to it. One more second. Let the hands step back to plank and lower down. Knees, chest, chin, baby cobra, or chaturanga. Meeting back and downward facing dog. Inhale here on the exhale, shift the gaze, bend the knees, and walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift up halfway, and exhale, fold. When you're completely empty, that's how you'll know when to start the next breath. Inhale, reverse swan dive, press into the feet, come all the way up, and you can't take any more air. You'll exhale, hands to heart, and hands down by your sides. Inhale, reach through the fingers, find a big stretch, find a little more length. Exhale, fold. Belly in and up out of the way, fold a little deeper, empty a little more. Inhale, lifts you halfway, fills you all the way. Exhale, chaturanga. Meet back and downward facing dog. And then we'll settle in here for a couple of breaths. See if you can sink into those heels just a little bit more. Draw the traps out of the ears. Let the head be heavy. Shake it out if you're not sure. Let it hang down. Letting go of that tension in the head and the neck. Yeah, drop the head down. Shake it out. Good. Now inhale, lift the right foot up high. Bend the knee, point it up at the ceiling. Try to stack the hips here. So keep your chest facing the mat, keep your head heavy. So yeah, if your right armpit is starting to lift up, lower it back down. Yeah, just twist open a little more, just twisting the hips open. Weight is still nice and even in the hands. All right, straighten that leg back out. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose and step it all the way through. Lower the left knee all the way down, untuck the toes. Reach forward now. If this is too much, you can keep your hands on your knee or on the ground. Make sure your knee is right over your ankle. Maybe you find a little backward bend there. So feel the right hip drawing back and the left hip softening down and forward. Beautiful. Yeah, you can have those back toes touch or untucked. See what feels good. It's kind of a different stretch. All right, now bring the hands to the heart and turn and twist to the right. Move the elbow outside the knee for leverage. Keep pressing the right knee forward. Now press the right hand down into the left hand. Twist the heart towards the thumbs, maybe placing them on the center of the chest. Can you inhale a little more length to your spine, the back of your neck? Can you exhale visibly soften to the face, the shoulders, the eyes? Curl the left toes under, lift the left knee up. Keep pressing the right knee forward and drawing the left heel back. Now open the arms up. Gaze up at the right hand. If you can balance, it'll help to press the right knee forward more. Gaze up at the right hand, roll that right shoulder back, bring them all the way up to reverse crescent. Lift the upper body upright. Right hand finds left thigh, right knee bends a little more. Exhale, cartwheel hands to mat, step the left foot forward. Sit into the chair. Reach your arms forward enough. Pull the belly in, reach up out of the waist. Looking forward or upwards. Your chin is either parallel to the ground or you're finding a little back bend. Soften. Stay with your step. If you're looking at something, you're not looking intensely, you're not even really seeing it. You're keeping that internal gaze down into the heart space. Press into the feet, stand up front of the back. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan up, press into the feet, lengthen through the crown, belly in and up, fold a little deeper. Inhale, lift up halfway. Notice how you kind of always want to just be done on this breath. Not quite done. Exhale, plant the hands, walk or hop it back. Notice our tendency to be slightly impatient and be just ready for the next thing. And see if you can fight that. When you're kind of like over this breath, see if you can just stay with it for one more second, one more little sip. All right, inhale, lift the left foot, come up on the toes. Bend the knee, open the hips, let your head stay heavy, let your chest stay square. So that left armpit's lifting up, lower it back down. Soften through the eyes and the traps and twist open, maybe sinking into the right heel. Let your head hang down. Yeah, shake it out. Straighten that leg, come up on the toes again. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, lower down. Reach up out of the waist, draw that left hip back, maybe find a little backward bend. Soften. Stay right here. Keep right. Bring your hands to your heart. Keep pressing left and forward, keep the length of the spine, turn and twist to the left. Use that leverage, twist the heart towards the thumbs. Keep pressing the knee forward. Soften the traps out of the ears, soften the face. Curl the right toes, lift the right knee, press the left knee forward, draw the right heel back, open the arms up. Gaze up at the left hand, roll the left shoulder back. Come all the way up to reverse warrior, or reverse crescent, sorry. Keep the deep bend in the left knee. Cartwheel hands down, step the right foot forward, sit in the chair. Bring your hands to your heart. Sit in the chair a little deeper. Keep the length in your spine, turn and twist to the right. Hook the elbow, twist your heart over. Keep your knees in line by keeping your hips in line. So look down. If that left knee's popping out in front, draw that left hip back. Yeah, belly in, booty a little lower. Soften. All right, slowly curl the left heel up towards the glute. Slowly shoot it back long, step back to crescent lunge with your twist. Open the arms back up, come all the way up to reverse crescent. Bend the right knee a little more, sink into the left heel. Now sweep both arms forward and up like crescent lunge and sink in a little more. Make sure that knee's right over the ankle, And the shoulders are right over the hips. Use your hands, your eyes. Come into your proper alignment here. Use the inhale to find some length, and the exhale to find some softness. Okay, now we're going to open it up, warrior two. So now the hips turn to face the long edge. Left heel spins out and down, knees still stack over ankle. Gaze out over right fingertips. Soften the shoulders down. Press down into all four corners of both feet. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to soften. Inhale, reverse it. Keep the right knee deeply bent. Maybe left hand reaches around for the right thigh. Exhale, cartwheel hands to mat. Shoot the right foot up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hips, maybe flip it over. Press into the feet, lift the hips and the heart, reach through the fingers. Come back to plank and lower through chaturanga. Kneeling back and downward facing dog. Settling in here for a couple of breaths. See how long you can hold on to them. All right, really press into those fingers and knuckles. Try to melt the heart down towards the knees a little bit. Find your breath. Shift your gaze up between the hands, bend the knees, and walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Don't move the knees. Keep them stacked right over the ankles. Lower the booty back behind you. Sit in the chair. Swing the arms forward and up. Keep the lift in your heart and lengthen your spine. Bring the hands to the heart. Keep the knees in line. Turn and twist to the left. Drop into the heels a little more. Pull the belly in and twist. Slowly right heel curls in. Shoot that right leg back. Step back, crescent lunge with a twist. Press the left knee forward, the right hip back. Open the arms up. Come all the way up to reverse it. Sweep both arms forward and up. Sink in. Get your alignment right. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to soften. Now feel the hips open to that long edge. Just spin the right heel open. Warrior two. See what happens to the knee. Did it go off to either side? Do you need to bring it back over the ankle? Press it straight out over the second toe. Palms parallel to the ground. Squeeze your fingers together. Good. Gaze out over the left fingers. Soften. And that maximum wingspan. So we're really reaching. But our shoulders are not helping. Our face is not helping. So visibly grow softer there. Left knee doesn't move at all. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, cartwheel hands down. Shoot the left foot up and back. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee. Open the hips. Maybe flip it over. Reach to the fingers. Relax your head and your neck. Come back to plank and lower through chaturanga. Kneeling back in downward facing dog. Good job, guys. Settling in here for one more breath. Inhale, lift the right foot up high. Exhale, bring the right knee to the right shoulder. So now we're in plank arms. So the shoulders are over the wrists, the back of the neck is still long, the head's not hanging down. Pressing back to the left heel. Maybe you're finding an arm balance here. Shoot it back up. Press the left heel down, press the right heel up. Come up on the toes. Exhale, right knee, left shoulder. Maybe you find an arm balance here. Your arms stay straight and strong. Press into your fingers, stay with your breath. Inhale, shoot it up. Left heel presses down. Right heel presses up. Now come up on the toes. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. Warrior one. Left heel spins out and down. Knee over ankle, shoulders over hips, sink in. Adjust. Draw the right hip back and left hip forward. Press the feet down. Reach up out of the waist a little more. If your hands don't come together, that's fine. Just turn the pinkies in towards each other and pull the shoulders down. Stay with this breath. Okay, now again, open it up, warrior two. Now the hips turn. You might need to take a wider step. Now the hips are facing this long edge of the mat. Bring your hands up to the hips. See if they are facing this long edge of the mat. Maybe you need to draw that left hip back a little, tuck the right cheek under a little to get those headlights facing the long edge. Check back with the knee. Is it stacked over the ankle? Is it pressing straight out over the second toe? Is the back of your left foot coming up? Maybe you need to take a little smaller step to get the outside of that foot pressing down. Gaze out over the right fingertips. Now bring your right elbow to your right knee for an extended side angle. Try to make like a half of an X with this whole left side of your body. With a nice long line of energy. Now use your right elbow against your knee. Not only to push your right knee open to keep it stacked, but use leverage to twist your heart up towards the ceiling, drawing the left shoulder out of the ear, and then reaching through the fingers. You can look up, but the back of your neck is slightly long, and your chin is slightly tucked. Soften the traps. Soften through the jaw and the eyes. Use this inhale to lengthen, and this exhale to soften. Next inhale, reverse it. Keep the deep end in the right knee. Maybe left hand slides around. Cartwheel your hands down. Shoot the right foot all the way up. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee. Open the hips. Let your head stay heavy. Let your breath stay deep. Slowly come back down, facing dog. Settle in here. Inhale, lift the left foot high, come up on the toes. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, warrior one. Stack everything in place. Just where you need to. Use your hands, your eyes. As you find stillness in your pose, and you use the inhale to find a little more length, and the exhale to find a little more softness. Come back to that inward gaze. All right, open it up, warrior two. Feel the hips now open to the long edge, and notice what happens to the knee. Let's get it stacked back over the ankle. Get those hips parallel. Yeah. Knee pointed over second toe. Bring the arms up, gaze out. Find that maximum wingspan, but finding that nice balance of strength and surrender as we soften. Pull the belly in. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Bring the left elbow to the left knee. So we're not resting any weight anywhere. Our left knee is not only pressing the left knee open to keep it stacked over the ankle, we're using leverage to twist the heart up towards the ceiling, and then we're reaching through the fingers. Yeah, maybe looking up at that hand, but try not to create tension in your neck. Softening there. Find your breath, press your feet down, scoop your hips towards the windows a little bit. Come all the way up to reverse on the inhale. Cartwheel your hands down, shoot the left foot high, bend the knee, open the hips, and come back down, facing dog. Let's lower down into a child's pose. If you'd rather stay in down dog, that's fine too. See if we can slow the breath way down. See if we can recommit for the second half of class to not missing one chance to make this breath an opportunity to go a little deeper, an opportunity to let go. See if you can recommit to making the second half of the class about the unmanifest. The parts of you you cannot see. See if you can invite that part of you into practice with you. Yes, we're using this body. See if you can use the breath to connect with this deeper part of yourself. Feel like you can commit to that, go ahead and slowly come on up to downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide, press into the hands, let your head be heavy. Now walk your hands back just about a foot. And then reach your right hand back to the outside of the left calf ring. Let your head stay heavy. Try not to let your structure be tilted. Try to keep everything still in alignment. Yeah, let the head hang. Soften somewhere. Sink into the heels and release. Reach the left hand back. And release. Walk your hands back to meet the feet. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come all the way up. Interlace your fingers, release your index finger, glue your palms together, step your feet together. Sink a little bit into the heels, lift the heart, and reach up. Try to glue the palms together and straighten your arms. Soften the shoulders down the back. Chin's away from the chest a little bit, the back of the neck is long. Drop your arms to the right, try to keep them straight, and your palms glued. Press the hips out to the left a little more. Try to keep your hips and shoulders facing forward. You might need to draw the left hip forward a little and the right shoulder forward a little. See if you can straighten into the arms and glue the palms and imagine you're pulling that left hand up and over and then soften something. Slowly come back up. Press down to lift up. Root to rise. Drop it to the left. Keep the arms straight. Press the hips to the right. Make the right hip comes forward and left shoulder comes forward. There's an apple between your chin and your chest. Draw the shoulders down, pull that right arm up and over. And then soften. Slowly come back up, drop your head back, shake it out. Find a backward bend, hips are pressing forward, heart is lifting up, reach back through the fingers. On an inhale, slowly come up. Hinge at the hips, step the right foot forward, and come down until everything's parallel to the ground. See if you can keep squeezing your head with your nice straight arms, glue your palms together, point the toes back at the back of the room, level the hips out. Find your breath. Plant the left fingertips in front of the right toes, roll the right arm up, gaze up if you can. Keep the hips level, keep the back legs strong. You can flex or point, but fully commit to one or the other. Roll the right shoulder back one time. Now we're going to lower the left foot a couple feet behind the right, like revolve triangle, and bring the left hand back. Maybe it needs to walk up the thigh. Gaze up at the right hand, roll the right shoulder back. Press down into the feet, lift the quads up off the knees, try to straighten into the legs. Soften anywhere you can. All right, lower both hands down to frame the foot. Now bring your hands to your hips and slowly come up. We're going to just drop back into pyramid, but first we're going to try to place the hands in prayer behind you. See if you can get your palms to touch back there. If not, no problem. Just press your fists together as high as you can get them. All right, both your hips facing forward. It's a small step, not too big, yeah? Press down to the feet, lift up through the heart, and now feel this hinge at the hips. Really press into the feet. Start to press into the right foot just a little more to keep lifting the right hip so it doesn't dip below the left. See if you can tuck your chin to your chest and touch your forehead to your leg. Soften the traps. Stay with this breath. Slowly lower your hands down. Shoot the left foot up high like standing splits. And then we're going to set the left foot outside the right so your pinky toes can touch. You might need to step the right foot back a little to get those pinkies together. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Straighten the head a little bit. Stay right here if this is enough. Or maybe you take a little walk over to the right. Over to the left. Slowly come back to center. Shoot the left foot up high like standing splits. And then set the left foot down to meet the right. Bend the knees, sweep the arms back, find that chair, sit in a little deeper, reach out of the waist. If you're moving through water, press into the feet, come up slowly, find a little back. Center into heart. Hands down by your sides. Come to about the middle of your mat if you're not already. Feet together, inhale, arms up. Interlace your fingers, release your index finger, glue your palms together. Biceps back, chin up, shoulders down. Drop it to the left. Pressure your hips out to your right. Now look between your chin and your chest. Inhale, see if you can lengthen. Exhale, see if you can soften. Maybe for the last breath, you rotate your heart towards the ceiling just a touch. Slowly come back up. Root to rise. Drop it to the right. Slowly come back up. Drop your head back. Shake down. Bring that backward bend. Reach into the fingers. Let something go. Slowly come up. Step the left foot forward. Come down till everything's parallel to the ground. Reach back to those toes. Level the hips out. Squeeze your head with your straight arms. Glue your palms together. Plant the right fingertips. Roll the left arm up. Maybe the gaze follows. Back foot flex or pointed to spine. But commit to one and keep that leg really strong. Roll that left shoulder back. Lower the right foot a couple feet behind the left, like a called triangle. Readjust the right hand, gaze up the left hand. Roll that shoulder back. Press the feet down. Lift the quads up. Hold the belly in. Soften slowly. Slowly lower the hands down to frame the foot and come on up to set up for that pyramid pose. Hips facing forward. Maybe you can bring hands into prayer now. Or just fists together as high as you can. Press the feet down, lift up to the heart, and hinge at the hips. Start to press into the left foot a little more to keep the hips the same height. Notice the tendency for the left hip to drop down. And see if you can push into the left foot more to keep the hips the same height. Tuck the chin. Maybe forehead touches leg. Soften. Slowly lower your hands down, shoot the right foot up high like standing splits. And then set the right foot outside the left so your pinky toes can touch. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, hold. Stay right here if you like, or take a little walk over to the left. And over to the right. Slowly come back to center, shoot that right foot up high like standing splits. And then set it right back down, sit into the chair. Bring your hands to your heart. Turn to the right. Sit in the chair a little more. Open the arms up. Gaze up to the right shoulder, roll the right shoulder back. Now, slide those right fingertips underneath the foot. Left fingertips under the right foot, yeah? Slowly come to standing, kick the right heel out, reach the right arm back, maybe the gaze follows. Kick as hard as you can, it'll help with balance. Engage both quads evenly, that'll help too. Find your breath. Lift the knee, reach the arms, go up. We're gonna step it back into reverse crescent. Step the right foot back, left hand finds, what are we doing here? Yeah, left hand finds the right thigh, and the left knee, reach the right hand up. Carve the hands down, shoot the left foot high. Three-legged dog, bend the knee, open the hips, maybe flip it over. Slowly come back to plank and lower through chaturanga. Kneading back and downward facing dog. Settle in here for one more breath. Shift your gaze up between your hands, bend your knees, and walk up to the top. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Without moving the knees, sit back in the chair, reach the arms forward and up, sink in, hands to heart. Turning twist to the left. Open the arms, gaze up to the left hand, lower the booty, pull the belly in, and roll the left shoulder back. Now slide those right fingertips under the left foot, slowly come to standing, kick in the left heel, gaze back with the hand. Try to engage both quads, lift up through the heart, see where you can soften. Lift the knee, reach both arms up, step it back to crescent, left foot steps back. Right hand finds left thigh, right knee bends a lot. Cartwheel hands down, shoot the right foot high, three-legged dog, bend the knee, back to your chaturanga, leaning back to downward facing dog. Good job, guys. Okay, now come down to the knees. We're going to stretch the wrists a little bit because we're going to work on handstands. Yeah, so maybe you want to turn the wrists around and stretch them like this. Maybe you want to use your hands to stretch them. Maybe you just want to press them into your hips here. Just give them some love, whatever feels good. If there's a different arm balance or inversion you would rather work on than handstands, feel free to do that. If you don't feel like going upside down today, but you want to get the same benefits, just lay on your back and straighten the legs up towards the ceiling. So I'm assuming most of you probably don't have a handstand in the middle of the room practice, and you'll need to move your mat over to a wall. And then I will show you a couple different ways to get into handstands, but if you already have something you're working on, feel free to get right in. All right? So if you're gonna try handstands against the wall, make sure there's 6 inches between the tip of your finger and the wall, and you come just like down dog. And you step the right foot in halfway and stay up on the ball of the foot, and then you use the left foot to kick up. When you come down here, you come down one leg at a time, it'll make it a lot smoother. But make this way more about the strength of your arms and all those down dog cues, those heart shining forward, beautiful. Make sure to keep your arms really straight and strong. It'll be the only way you can support your weight up there, is if your arms are straight and strong. And if you're not sure if you can support all of your weight up there, then you should probably do headstands. If you're gonna do headstands, make sure your head is 6 inches from the wall as well. And make sure it's the very top of your head that touches the mat. Same thing, curl the toes, yeah, let your feet get through to the wall. And then you can kick up. Good. Press the spot each other if you like. See if you can stay with your breath. And if you don't feel like going upside down, that's fine. If your arms, if your hands and shoulders don't feel like 100%, then you don't put all of your weight on them. They're not really weight-bearing joints, and it can be kind of a lot. Unless you're feeling really strong. Yeah, just lift your legs at the wall. Get all the same benefits here. Bringing the blood back out of the feet and the legs.
It's far from the easily ours and easily enter. My love is just a reminder of find center. My love is just a reminder of find center. My love is just a reminder. My love is just a reminder of find center.
All right, whenever you're finished up here, we slowly make our way back into a child's pose. Yeah, bring the hands in prayer behind the head and walk the elbows forward a little bit. Then nice stretch under the upper arms. And then see if you can melt through the heart just a little bit more. Slowly slide out onto the belly. Bring your arms out to the sides like airplane wings. Zip your legs together. Toes and heels squeeze together, knees and thighs squeeze together. Inhale, lift everything up off the ground. Yeah, start to look forward and maybe even up. Touch, zip your legs together. Be long in 2 different directions. And then lift a little more, soft and visibly. Stay with your breath. Now bend your knees and grab your ankles from the outside, right on the ankle bones. Keep kicking up into your hands. Beautiful. Trying to make a teardrop shape with your body. Maybe starting to look forward and up and touch. Try to keep your knees lined with your hips and feet, not splaying out too far. So you can kick up one more time on the inhale and slowly release. All right, bring your right arm straight out to the side, perpendicular to your body. Bring your right ear all the way down flat. Press your left hand into the mat right in front of your face, left elbow pointing straight up to the ceiling. Roll to the right side, placing the left foot flat on the ground, somewhere back there behind the knee. Soften all the connection points here, everything touching the mat. Soften the head, neck, shoulder. If you don't feel this a lot, reach the left hand up towards the ceiling. You can keep it there, or you can wrap it back behind the back, or reach it out, trying to interlace your fingers back there even. Hold this one opportunity to let this exhale help you soften, let go of some of this tension. One more chance. Let something go with this breath. And release. Roll back onto the belly. Straighten the left arm out. Left ear down flat. Right hand presses in. Right elbow points out. Roll to the outside of the left foot. Bring the right foot flat. Soften. Use all your awareness to stay with this breath. We don't have too many breaths left to take here together today. So instead of being in a hurry or distracted or letting your mind start to wander about what's for lunch or what's going to happen after class, fight that urge, fight the tendency, creating new habits here by softening, being dedicated to staying right here in this moment, creating space for that unmanifest part of ourselves. One more chance. Don't miss it. Slowly roll back onto the belly. And then we're just going to roll right over onto our back, leaving our head facing front to the room. Hug your knees into your chest. Find a happy baby. Tuck your chin just a little bit. Yeah, you can grab outside or inside, it doesn't matter. Now see if you can get your lower vertebrae and your booty down so your whole spine is flat, yeah? Maybe you hook your peace sign fingers around your big toes and straighten your legs out wide to the sides. Maybe you start to move back and forth a little bit, rocking back and forth a little bit. Maybe if you have any tension in the low back, you can massage it out here, pulling your foot straight down towards your knee, towards the ground, kind of massaging out that tension. Stay with your breath. Hug your knees into your chest. Okay, lower your feet down flat. Cross your right knee over your left. Cactus the arms. Shift your hips to the right. Lower the knees to the left. Maybe you wrap those toes around that calf. Gaze out over the right hand. Relax your shoulders. See if you can inhale for 6, maybe 7, even 8 counts. See if you can make the exhale just as long as you relax the shoulders, grow visibly soft. See if you can breathe so slowly that it's almost like you're not even breathing, like I can't even see you moving, because you're taking that air in so slow. And holding on to that breath as long as you can, like you never want this breath to end. One more chance. Let something go. So come back, hug your knees in. Hug your forehead in, squeeze everything into a tight little ball. Lower your head down, lower your feet down, cross your left knee over your right, cactus the arms, hips to the left, knees to the right, gaze out over the left mirror, and soften. Relax your shoulders, your pecs, your traps, your mind. Notice that just by giving your mind something to do, just by trying to make this breath as slow and soft and deep as you possibly can, that keeps it from wandering. That keeps it right here with this one pointed focus, using your breath to help us find that center, find that inward gaze, creating space. Instead of just continuing to think over and over again about all the things we already know we need to do today. Quieten that part. So the part that we don't know about yet has a chance to come in and flirt with us a little bit. Show us the limitless potential. One more chance, don't miss it. Let something go. Slowly come back to center. Hug your knees in, hug your forehead in, squeeze everything in tight. And then let your legs go along the mat. Yeah, spread your feet as wide as the mat and let your toes fall over. You can have one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, or both your hands by your sides with your palms facing up. Tuck your chin just a little bit one last time. And breathe. Get your shoulders melt. Imagine they come around with a scanner and like, okay, that's decent, but that's only about like 5% relaxed. Let's see if you can tap into the rest. Each breath. Use your imagination and imagine melting through the head and the neck. Imagine all this tension in the body dissolve. Imagine this peace you're able to tap into right now. It's to be felt by all the world. See if that inspires you to let go just a little bit more. Invite a deeper breath in the nose all the way down into the toes. Let it fill your entire being. Invite a little movement back into your body. And invite yourself to stay in this place of calm that's always right here for you. Down deeper than the pain body. true nature. See if you can tend to this part of you a little more today. See if you can fight the urge to fall right back into the tendency, the busyness and the mind chatter. As you roll onto your right side, see if you can commit to looking at this instead of the end of your practice. It's just the beginning of your practice. This was just to get you in this space. Now the real work is to see how long you can stay in this space. Maybe eventually this can be our default space. We're present, breathing deeply, holding space for the unmanifest, holding space for each other, instead of being wound so tight and ready to react. Just being right here in this moment with your breath. Kind of that opposite of being in a hurry, right? When you're ready, slowly come back up to a seat. Oh yeah, face the front. Right. Root down into the sit bones, lift up through the heart. We're going to take all the good energy we created in class and the hands together above the head. Squeeze the palms together. Feel all that energy here. Lift up one more time. And all that energy down to the forehead for good, pure thoughts. Down to the lips for good, pure communication. And down to the heart for good, pure intentions. Let your head bow to the wisdom of your pure heart. Lift the thumbs to that space above the eyebrows. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. The light in you honors and sees the light in you. When we are in that place, we are one. Namaste. Namaste.